Good morning, world. I am Judy, your web-based therapist, making therapy accessible and convenient for our clients in Florida and New York, and of course, sharing information worldwide. Today, I wanted to talk about 5 ways or 5 tips for helping children take screen-free breaks. I know in previous videos, we talked about the importance of making sure that your child has breaks during the day, especially as we're doing all these homeschool that is being done. And of course, that homeschooling, much of it is being done on computers or on some type of screen. And many parents have expressed the concern of, hey, how do I reduce screen time when school is already a whole day of screen? So today we're talking about 5 ways to help them take some screen-free breaks. First being provide incentives for engaging in screen-free activities. Many children have gone to this very screen-driven type of entertainment. They want to play games on the phone. They want to do this on a tablet. A lot of their entertainment, a lot of downtime, they've kind of just moved to some type of screen activity. But there are still things that they may enjoy doing, but it may not be the first thing they think of. So giving them incentives to engage in some screen-free activities may encourage them to go to that screen-free activity. And incentives don't have to be big things. Incentives could be something simple, an extra treat, an extra activity, a little bit extra time, whatever it is. For instance, maybe they can play on outside for 15 minutes, but if they want to play on a tablet, it's 5 minutes. Whatever the incentive that works for your child, give them incentives. 2, create family or group activities that are centered around things that they like. For instance, if your child is, maybe they like riding a bike, so create a family activity around riding a bike. Maybe the whole family is going to ride a bike because that gets the child wanting to ride a bike. It's easier to get them to engage when other people are engaged with them. So it's one thing when you say, hey, go ride your bike outside, where that child feels like, oh, I don't feel like going. But if, hey, let's go, why don't we all go? If we're doing it, if it's a group activity, that could make it more fun. That could make it easier for the child to engage, more inviting for the child to engage. So create family or group activities around the things they like. 3, give the child the illusion of choice. The illusion of choice is when you give someone a choice between 2 things that you're equally happy for them to do. For instance, would you like to go ride your bike outside, or would you like to build a fort in the living room? Those are 2 off-screen activities that you would be just as happy to have that child pick either one. But when you give them the choice, then they get to say, oh, I think I want to do that. So they feel it's not, you didn't tell them what they had to do. They feel like they get to pick what they do. But of course, you had a hand in deciding which or what those things are by giving the child 2 options that you're equally happy with. Whichever one they pick, you'll be happy with. 4, give them unstructured assignments. When you want to give the child breaks meaning that get them away from doing the schoolwork, from doing the things that has them sitting down, things that have them being quiet. But there are unstructured things that you can ask them to do. For instance, maybe your child has Legos and you make it a fun activity, maybe a competition type situation where, hey, why don't we build a Lego fortress? Why don't we build whatever it is that your child would enjoy doing? Give them assignment to do things that they like, things that are fun for them. But it's that way it gets them off screen, because you don't just say, hey, go have fun. You don't just say, hey, go entertain yourself. You give them a source of entertainment, but it is, of course, a source of entertainment that you are that you're on board with, something that you would like them to do, but thing that they get to do and have fun with. 5, engage with them. I know that right now, especially with having to do homeschooling and your job and whatever other stuff you had to do, there's a lot more on the parent's plate. But when you want the child to go off screen, it's easier to do that when you are with them. This means, of course, the breaks, a lot of times the kids enjoy the break, but the parents get to take a little time. Hey, I actually get to be free for 5 or 10 minutes. So when you're engaging with them, of course, it takes away those minutes, that break that you might have to yourself. But it's easier to get them to engage in things if you are engaging with them. If they're playing, you're playing with them, teaching them a game, teaching them something fun. Maybe, hey, teach them a game that you used to play when you were their age. Teach them how something that you used to do for fun when you were their age. Those types of things can be entertaining. They can be fun. The children can enjoy them, but it's easier to do if, hey, the parents are working or engaging with them. Let's do a quick recap. 1, provide incentives for engaging in off-screen activity or screen-free activities. 2, create family or group activities that are centered around the things that they like. 3, use the illusion of choice, because when you give them the choice of 2 things you like, either one they pick, you'll be happy with. 4, give them unstructured assignments. Those are things that allow them to be free, but get them doing something that you're asking them to do. But make sure it is, of course, something fun. And finally, engage with them. Teach them something fun. Get in there and play with them, because if you're out there playing with them, they're more likely to play with something off screen. As always, whether it's you or someone you know who happens to be going through something that is more than you can handle, please remember that right now, even when many things are closed, there are professionals like myself who are able, available, and willing to provide remote services so that you can get the help that you need. So figure out who those people are in your community so that you can reach out and get the help that you need if you need it. And that is all we have for today. Good morning, world. Have an awesome day.